Today we're going to make this box out of some extra IKEA pine boards I had from a dresser. Boards had holes in them from where the dowels and hardware for the dresser were meant to go, so we need to patch those up. I drilled out the smaller holes and glued in dowels and then cut them off with my pool saw. If this is your first time to my channel, why not hit that subscribe button? I promise to post a new video every couple weeks. Cool, thanks. A router to cut rabbets on either end of the longer side pieces. You could also use a table saw for this. I will link to a video that I did previously to show you how to do this. I wanted to make sure that I got a really clean edge when cutting the shorter side pieces down, so I replaced my old circular saw blade with a new one. It's amazing how much better this thing cuts now. Out the handle slots, I drilled pilot holes, then used spade bits to drill out each end of the handle. Then I cut out the remainder with the jigsaw and cleaned things up with a flush cut router bit. I sanded down the entire inside of the box before gluing things up. Then I glued and nailed the four corners of the box together. I used some clamps to hold everything in place and just to make sure it had a really tight joint. You could also just clamp things if you wanted to. After things dried, I used a flush cut router bit to clean up the corners. I also routed out a ledge on the underside of the box to make a slot for the bottom piece to sit. You can see I messed up there a bit on the left, but you won't notice it when I'm done. I then used a chisel to square off the corners. I used a circular saw to cut the bottom down to size. Then I glued and nailed it in place. To get a really clean edge on the top, I used a flush cut bit and a straight edge to trim off a little bit of the wood all the way around the top. I did a final sand on the outside and then I cut a bevel on all the edges. I really like the diamond cut look I ended up with. I initially finished it with a coat of Danish oil, but I wasn't super excited about how it looked. So after it dried, I went back and applied a dark walnut stain, and then I applied 2 coats of water-based polyurethane. I was a little concerned that the stain wouldn't take due to the Danish oil, but it didn't seem to be an issue. I'm fairly happy with how this box turned out. Although I think the longer size might look a little bit boring. Perhaps they need a little inlay or something. I also plan to add a lid later, which I think might add a little bit of visual interest that can help. I really like how the diamond cut edges came out, and the shorter sides look amazing with the end grain. All in all, I'm happy with this considering it's made from scrap. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing so that way you can stay up to date when I publish a new video. Also, why not check out another one of my builds? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next episode.